Welcome to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger. Badass Direct Sales Mastery is a podcast for rock star direct sales moms who are determined to make their business kick ass. Jennie will share her knowledge of effective sales and recruiting techniques, tips to get what you want from your business, and will interview direct sales professionals and leaders from various companies. The interviews will give insight to how these rock stars got to where they are and where they plan to grow in the future. And now, the direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger.
Welcome back to another episode of Badass Direct Sales Mastery. I'm your host, Jennie Bellinger, your direct sales dom, helping you whip your business into shape. Now, the title of today's episode is Network Marketing is Predatory. So let me give you some context on this. A few weeks ago, I was on a call with another coach who had been introduced to me. Shortly into the call, she said, "I don't know much about you except that you coach in direct sales or network marketing. If I can be honest, I've always felt that network marketing is predatory, especially to women. I hope that I haven't offended you, but I'm really curious about your thoughts on it." Well, trust me, in over a decade of being associated with direct sales and network marketing, I have had plenty of people share their discomfort, dislike, and sometimes even their complete and total disdain of direct sales. She was not close to being the first, nor will she be the last. Now, let me share with you what I shared with her. I grew up in the Air Force, and we moved every 2 to 3 years from the time I was born in 1977 until my dad retired in 1998. I remember growing up, my mom would have parties from time to time. Tupperware and Mary Kay were the most prevalent, but I always also saw Avon catalogs and products around the house. What I didn't know back then, I now know. This was a way of life for many military wives. When you move so often, it is so hard to find a job that will hire you, knowing that you'll likely be gone in a couple of years. And we all know the military does not pay well. So in this day and age of two incomes being necessary, many military wives turn to network marketing because this is a business they can take from base to base. In addition to my upbringing in a network marketing friendly home, I've also had the honor of knowing a few top performers in the world of network marketing. So I've personally seen what is possible with those who are willing to learn, be coachable, hear no, fail, and try again until they get it right. I've worked with people who just needed an extra couple $100 each month to ease financial stress, to women who had used the business as their vehicle to get out of an abusive marriage, to women who have retired themselves and their husbands out of corporate America into entrepreneurial America. This business is a fucking amazing roller coaster ride, just like every other entrepreneurial endeavor. There are ups, downs, loop-de-loops, corkscrews, and dark tunnels that lead to bright, blinding lights. Here's the thing, though. Not everyone can handle the ride. This business model is not for the weak. It will test your will, your desire, your tenacity over and over and over again. And it is absolutely worth it. The personal growth, the confidence, and the paychecks, trips, cars. Think about when you get off that roller coaster ride. People generally have one of two reactions. Oh my God, let's go do that again. The exhilaration, the adrenaline, increased heart rate are exciting, ready to do it all over again. Catch your breath while waiting in line and get back on. Or, holy shit, that sucked. I'm never doing that again. Everything hurts. You feel like you're going to vomit, or maybe you already did, and you are adamant that you are never getting on that ride ever again. I fall within both. It just depends on the ride. If my coaching business collapsed and I couldn't do it any longer, I'd 100% get back into network marketing, especially knowing what I know now. Some rides are better than others, right? Okay, enough tangents on the roller coaster piece. Back to the topic of network marketing being predatory or not. Here's my personal take on this. The business model is not predatory. It can't be. The model is an inanimate concept. It has no desire or will one way or the other. The business model is completely incapable of giving a shit if you succeed or not. So the model is not predatory. So that begs the question, are network marketing companies predatory? Well, a company, and I'm putting air quotes around that, is also not a living being, but it is made up of loads of people. I like to give companies the benefit of the doubt. I prefer not to assume the worst because you are likely to seek out proof. When you assume the best, you tend to elicit the best from others. One of my own first tests in the space of, is this company out for the good of their reps, is to look at their compensation plan. I'm looking at a few different things, but the first thing that I check out is the length of the plan. The shorter the plan, the better. When I see a comp plan with 15 to 30 pages or even more, that is a red flag for me. Or when a rep says, we have 13 ways to get paid. Sorry if this is you, but I'm about to burst your bubble. Bullshit. There is one way to get paid. Your company moves money from their bank account to yours based on your volume, your team volume, period. Now, there may be many ways that they use to calculate that total, which I will get to in a moment, but there is only one way to get paid. Companies and team leaders that espouse this concept generally are coming from the more is better approach common to human psychology. We have over 400 products. We have 13 ways to get paid. We have 37 incentives every 6 months. Fuck, y'all, that is way too much. What ends up happening with this huge comp plan and 12 incentives is that you, as the rep or consultant or director, see all the things and you freeze. Overwhelm overtakes your brain, and suddenly you find yourself going all Lewis Black. If you don't know who Lewis Black is, look him up. He's fucking hilarious when he's pissed off, which is how he got the part of anger in Pixar's Inside Out. Tell me if this sounds remotely familiar. You jump on a training with your upline leader or company. They share a new incentive or promotion and tell you how you can earn this, and you also get X, Y, and Z. You are inspired, motivated, and you get off the call and your brain goes into overwhelm mode. Or you check out your comp plan and see the 9 ways to promote, and your brain goes, oh, fuck. You are not alone. And now you can see why somebody who is less forgiving than I am might see network marketing companies as predatory, when there are so many who have tried and failed because of all the things that are in front of them. Outsiders are likely to blame the system. They just don't know. So getting back to the point about how companies calculate your paycheck or your commission check, another potential red flag for me is when a company converts dollars to points. I've had leaders tell me that this is to account for international sales, but I call complete bullshit on this. I promise you that when a company goes multinational and international, they account for conversions in the pricing of the products. Let me say that again. The company accounts for the conversion when they price the products. For example, a $10 product in the US may be $11 or $12 in Canada or Australian dollars, or 1,150 Japanese yen, or $8.44. Okay, so €8. They don't really do cents or anything anymore, I don't think. So €8. All a company really needs is to set their commission percentage. When a company plan adds complexity by doing point conversions, you may want to be aware. I'm not saying every company that does this is evil and predatory. What I am saying is be aware, especially when there is no consistency in the points. For example, company A might value product X at $100 and assign it 85 points. But product Z is also valued at $100, but only 70 points. This is not just a red flag, but a huge flashing neon sign to me. This tells me that they want to make it really hard for you, the rep, to calculate how you will get paid. And this is not cool. Like I said, though, I prefer to give the benefit of the doubt, but damn, when all those things converge in one comp plan, they make it really fucking hard not to think the worst. Finally, the biggest reason people think that network marketing is predatory has to do with us. Okay, not me and not you, I'm assuming, but those who relentlessly pursue others to join my company, join my team, and then they get the enrollment and do not support and truly sponsor their team members. Those people piss me off. They make us all look bad. And that's why I've made it part of my company vision to coach, train, and support those in network marketing and direct sales such that my clients provide balance to the negative views of network marketing. When it comes to those individuals, while they do make me upset, I do my best to give them the benefit of the doubt as well. They are doing this because they just don't know any better. They're doing what they were trained to do. And it breaks my heart. Rather than focus on the negative, though, let's focus on what you can do to ensure that you are not part of the predatory problem. It starts with a sponsoring mindset. Be ready to onboard and support your new team members. This, of course, means that you know how to onboard. Your company likely has a process. If not, hopefully your upline team leaders have developed one. Ask them, then follow the process, which I know is asking a lot of entrepreneurs in the network marketing space. Many of us chose this business model for the freedom to be flexible, and so we mentally fight the idea of following an established process. So may I make a request? Do the process for 90 days. Bring on 1 to 2 team members per month and follow the onboarding process with these people to the letter. Treat the process like a new recipe. I don't know about you, but I follow a new recipe to the letter the first time. Then after that, I mess with the ingredients, the measurements, adding things, taking things away, because I now know what was good, bad, and could be better with the recipe. You cannot know how to adjust the onboarding process until you try it with a few different people. I honestly could go on and on regarding sponsoring, and I know you'd listen because you are awesome and you love to learn. But here's the thing. If I give you too much, you can't focus on the one ask I made. Sponsor and onboard effectively. If you do not have an onboarding method or a sponsoring mindset that supports you growing a team, then go to badassdirectsalesmastery.com/training. I have my top requested team trainings listed so you can select the best options for you and your team. Don't have a team yet? Use the request form on the training page to request the training that you want for yourself, and I'll put together a workshop just for you guys, my badass crew. Use the code BDSM crew to get preferred pricing. Again, the code is BDSM crew to get preferred pricing. Check the show notes. It's right next to the link. And make sure you share this episode with your friends who think network marketing is predatory. See if listening to this gives you both a platform on which to discuss their experiences that led them to that belief. The business model isn't predatory. The companies aren't likely to be predatory. It's only the people who can be predatory. Every industry has their share of bad apples. So Can we agree to not vilify the 20 million Americans and hundreds of millions of global network marketers? Now, stay tuned because there's another badass episode on its way.
Thanks for listening to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger. Why are you waiting to go to badassdirectsalesmastery.com? Don't make the dom get her whip. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to share it with another rock star that you know in direct sales after you subscribe to the podcast so you won't miss any future episodes. You can also check out the show notes for links and any contact information mentioned in today's episode. We'll see you next time.